me some bubble gum. And you already know that. That Mountain Dew voltage. Cute, cute, cute. That hurt. Okay. Time to get back into some Doki Literature Club at 2:06 a.m. Perfect time to do that, right? I'm glad y'all agree. There we go. Oh, God. My God, I think that needs to go down a little bit. Because it's not okay. Because every single time I load it up and it scares me. It actually scares me. Let's take a little breather. That was bad. Okay. So, nope. Okay. That's boring. Wait. Okay. So, where I believe we left off last time. You get the idea. Cute. Anyways, where I last left off, I believe this was, this was poem time. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll be popular enough to ask the people what to vote for. Big's boobs. She's the most experienced, so I should start with her. Experienced. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Well, sure. Dot. Let's go. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exception. Bro. What was that? Dot. Question mark. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I exclamation point. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Question mark? That's... I'm done. What? Just... Okay. It was like in every single sentence, and it was really making me upset. What am I getting so nervous for? See? Yuri takes a deep breath. Or just a breath. Not a deep breath to relax, just a breath. Okay. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. No. I'm far from it, lady. Oh, there's a coin. I found a 1991 face-up penny under my mouse pad. Dope. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Huge compliment coming from you. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Sorry, my fault. It was actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... What? Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She hates it. That's fine. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick on them. Or pick up on them. Are we going to see what they are? I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is if I try to make their stuff... The thing... I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. I have no idea what that means, but I'm glad she does. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert because she's dumb. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I'm glad she's optimistic. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. And I'm sure I'm not going to remember a singular word that they say about any of my poems. Doki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. I don't know why, but I feel like she would have that kind of tone. Just like, oh, sorry. I'm not... It's fine. It's cool. It's smooth. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. Am I going to read the poem, or is it going to keep coming up with more dialogue? After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, thank God. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath my amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's beautiful. ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Stop it. Stop. What you need to fix is your posture. You look like a kangaroo about ready to fight. Go 1, 2, 3. Like I don't know what kind of Joey you're holding down there, but it needs to hop out so you can fix this. Her hands, not disgusting purse. Sorry, I've read that already. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was. It took you a long time to read because I'm illiterate in a literature club. I'm stupid. Ugh. Well, I just don't read script very often. Or ever, as a matter of fact. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Pretty stupid. That's a relief for you. Also, I like the poem. All I can remember is I flicker back. That's all I can remember of that whole bit. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Please stick to shorter poems. Or just leave the page empty. If you really care about what I prefer. Oh, God, I have hiccups. Ugh, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'm not. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I don't know. Is she? Boo! Okay. What? Who? We have an owl in the building. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Is it about the light? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Me too, dude. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. What did she say? What? That's impressive. It's impressive compared to how confused I've become. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so actually it was what was the word? What was the word? think it was no, not acceptable. Exceptional. There we go. I think. I don't know. Ugh. Nah. That's the right mindset to have. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Not really. Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm glad you did. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Coom. Me too. Spawn's boobs. Question mark? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Bro. You know what? At least Big Boobs gave me exceptional. Idiot. That's a little blunt. Like, never mind. Like, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. It had plenty of emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Ooh. Oh. No. I suppose I don't. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. You're right. I'll hit. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People that can try, but that's about it. I can also try caring about this poem, but that... But that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. And you were right. Stop lying. What? Just be honest. I was. I am. Exactly. I am being honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. It does. So people don't even take my writing seriously. They shouldn't. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Tell that to Dr. Lady over yonder. Yes, exactly. I like it. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Man, that hit me like a freight train made out of bubbles. Like in this poem. Yeah, sure. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I don't. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That really made me upset. She should have rhymed that. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I don't know what the word pro means to you, but I believe we have very different everything. I'm glad you learned something. Oh, I learned a lot. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? What if I'm the youngest? Because I don't even know what grade I'm in. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Real proud. Loud and proud. Hi, made you look. Hello. Having a good time so far? No, not really. Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? And I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Yeah, I'm not social. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yeah, me too. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really, but I kind of have to. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess see. Aha. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Yeah, Yuri said that too. But God, I hate when I put my mouse down and I right click and it just does that and it scares me. Scary lady. Why's my... Okay. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Me too. Because I underestimated you. How dare you? It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. My count is still at 0. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Yeah, she made sure that I knew. Like Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, letting them deeply analyze all the nuances, or something, I don't know. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet, and I never will be, and never want to be. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot less after this. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Aw, thanks. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No, not really. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, the spackle. Oh, the spackle protrudes. Noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's beautiful. What do you think? I don't. At all. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Probably a hole in the wall. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. Was it me? An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. I guess. Sorry. Not. This is a good poem. No, it's not. You liar. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Wow, she takes me for that much of a loser. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. I just wanted a cupcake. Not to mention the fact that I'm still standing in front of you in the club room. With cupcake not in hand. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks. I'm not sure if Sarah sees the full picture of my motive here. Cupcakes. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Because there was cupcakes. Knowing how much this means to her and all. And cupcakes. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And lots of cupcakes. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Do I have to? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. That's what I thought about that. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Me too. I'm glad we have that exact same opinion. I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning you read it? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Kinda doesn't. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Not good enough. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Oh, that's a fat shame right there. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I look forward to it. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. This is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. You should. Idiot. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I mean, both of you look like a crayon, so I mean, I mean, yeah, I would have to try that hard to say something nice. I would end up just making fun of your hair. That's fine, we don't shame. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, you didn't come out nice either. Well, I have a couple suggestions. As if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kumar did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kumar liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. She lying. Wait, did I? I probably did. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Turn the music back on. Okay. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Sit down. Maybe you're just jealous that Kumar appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Exclamation point. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Dang, she did not. I'd take that tiny little fist of yours and right hook her right about here. Is everyone okay? No. Well, you know what? Is everyone okay? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kumar started showing up. I want to make some sense out of this. I think this is the third day of me being in this club. No. Third or second. But how does she know? How does she know? She's been going through her bra. It's just like, new member. Boob size? Abnormally larger than normal. I'm glad that you're good at seeing stuff, and I'm gonna skip through this. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Ooh, dang. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. You look like a clown. Get over it. No. You look like that. You look like that new McDonald's shake. I think it was Grimace, whatever bro's name is, but you just give me that vibe. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. I'm sorry, but get straight to the point. I'm gonna go with Natsuki here because get to the point. I don't want to have to guess. Like, I swear nowadays, like, Jafar eats spaghetti. And that's where everyone's like, well, considering that he had spaghetti, it made him feel like he was becoming more Italian. And his true culture was coming out of him. Oh, he felt so wonderful. Like, and it just goes into some really deep detail. But bro just wanted spaghetti. Like, next day, bro had Chef Boyardee's, like, ravioli. And then he had some mac and cheese. That actually sounds kind of good right now. Still, like, I don't want to have to go through all that. I don't. Putting them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Nope, it's Natsuki. You're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. Conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Not really. I'm glad I'm the cap topic of today, but yeah, it didn't it? Okay, you don't have to be so full of yourself. You don't have that much to fill, considering that you're like 3'8" and probably 90 pounds of weight that I would love to just chuck off Mount Everest. Shows how much you know. I'm gonna clock you in the face, cotton candy. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Thank you. Speak out. Preach. Me? But you were so mean to me. If only the annoying apple was pink. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sarah is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ooh! Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. Wait, what did I know? I don't want to know. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. So Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. Yes, she did. She spoke out. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me. Oh, 'cause you won't. Sheesh! Dolly. Natsuki takes a breath. I The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would anyone stop staring at me? You were trying to talk. Talk. But surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, think about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. So, out of everything that she said, that's what she takes back? Okay. Avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? ... I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so I'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. She didn't say that it was the most important thing, right? He just said, what? Okay, well, what's she gonna say? The most important thing is having fun. You're reading books. I'm sorry, but reading, it's not that fun to be the whole... I mean, it's important to have fun, but if it's a literature club, and you're only doing literature-related things, it's not fun. Maybe for certain individuals, not I. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Because it was her only choice. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. I hated it. But I'm glad, you know. I'm glad that I can have this dude to lie for me. Because if I was talking to these people, I was talking now, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably still be in the classroom looking at the anime club. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Come on! Ready to walk home? I then take my scooter and... Never mind. So let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I then take my skateboard and kickflip down the street, leaving her in a cloud of dust. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's not really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Oh, that's real. Oh. Promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just dislike them mildly. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew! You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh. We'll have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And smack her in the face. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. I want to take her bow and put it in those bushes over there and see how long it takes her to get it back. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. So enthusiastic. What if I just go for one person? Anime. I'm gonna go for Natsuki. Boop. I feel like puppy would be for her. Which puppy? Oh, W. Rainbow. Dang it. Milk. Yay. Electricity. Special. I don't care. Twirl. Wow, none of these really seem... Entropy. Prayer? Okay. Clumsy. Oh. Bouncy. Sparkle. Oh, I don't care about you. Nibble. Papa. Doki. Kitty. Candy. Fluffy. Shiny. Bunny. I enjoyed those. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi! Yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in a club, that's all. What time am I at here? Um, 48 minutes. W. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Oh, you just got called basic. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? He about to call her broke. About to call her broke. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sarah nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. And 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. Get your money up, not your funny up. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So whether you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. You just tried to make me give you money for food. But without me knowing. That doesn't say anything about character or anything. Okay. If you feel guilty, that means that you deserve to feel guilty. Ooh. Yuri suddenly giggles. Stop eavesdropping! Stop! I didn't notice that she was listening in. FBI over here. Her face is in her book, as always. Oh, I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. It's a horror book. I don't think there's a whole lot of laughing factors here. Ow, my elbow popped. Yuri, tell Carmine to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Preach. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ugh. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. What's up with this girl in her book? She's trying to talk to us, but she's getting absorbed in a book. Ooh. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. It happens every day. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. Damn straight. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. That scared me. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... a cookie? Cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. You only hit me in the face with it. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Stingy. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, you greedy. Drink, hold on. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. How dare she? Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I still just want the cupcakes. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. I don't think anybody really cared. Ugh, Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. It's just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Me too, but I don't think I'm that dedicated. It's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Me? I don't care about your stupid piano. Monica smiles sweetly with that angle, bro. A protractor can't do that one. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayora's mischievous escapade. Sure, Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayora somehow already finished her entire cookie. Okay. Here's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm assuming this one. Or that. Or a cubby. I'm sure I could fit her in one of those. Just duct tape all over it. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seemed to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. She does not. Ooh, looking for something there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of... What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Same with anime. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. She's calling me a weeb. I don't like it. Either that or... I don't know. Mind reader. I see. This lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga, slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Miss Piggy melted on your hair. Kermit is traumatized. Never seen him so upset before. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, that's gotta be Peppa, bro. Peppa, you in there? It's got all the red. Got her red dress. Peppa. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? A series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. It's simply terrible. Parfait Girls? If you're like... Like Food Wars Part 2? I don't know. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. Thanks. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, judge them by their hair. Atsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Thanks. Oh. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. I would just stand there. Itsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Me and Yuri have very strongly demonstrated otherwise. And why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Ugh! Don't just say it like that. It makes me feel weird about it. Itsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? No, not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I can if you're talking to me, Goofy. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Okay, well, I guess I take that back. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. Think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into, their backstories. When some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Suki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? It's called Parfait Girls. Which I know that's not like something that you would bake. Like parfait isn't really something that you would bake. But it's still like a food kind of thing. So I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess you could like bake the oats. I still don't know why it's called Parfait Girls, but okay. Pause it for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. I should stop. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess it explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Forehead. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Dot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Oh? You don't? I don't have any friends. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like, anyone could... Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up with them being all like, you still haven't got out of that yet? Makes you want to punch them in the face. Do it. They just got me hearing rubber duckies squeezing every single time that they hear just your fist punching their ankle. Since again, you're like 3 foot tall. If even that. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Oh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Jeez. So much for optimistic. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Spacebar. ... So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minoru is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Yeah, shh, be quiet. Just finish this chapter. Tsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Not to anybody else, they don't deserve it. Okay, everyone, are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. You look pretty cozy over there. Tsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. Step back. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. I've already gotten 2 books that I'm never going to read in my entire life. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. I wouldn't either. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? Wait. How? Just finish that one. She want the whole book? I think not. I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put... Okay. This is probably a good time to stop it. Ow. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this. I know I'm having so much fun playing this game. Really enjoying it. Personally, I'm loving it, absolutely, just blowing me out of the water. But hopefully I'll have some, a good time watching. And hopefully I'll be able to see y'all in the next one. As always, stay cool. Bye bye.